I was really about to start that. Hey everybody, my name is Jordan, and this is my brother Eric.
I am Eric.
Yes. And today we are doing a special edition of Let's Explain, where Eric is going to be explaining Titanic. Eric, what happened?
Bill Paxton's like, hey, old lady, tell me about your story because I'm like, just like James Cameron, and I want to go find the heart of the sea because it's going to be worth like $9 billion. She's like, let me tell you this boring story. And then he's all like, okay, I'm Bill Paxton. Game over, man. There's this like new money little rich girl, and she's like in New York, and she is all like upset about stuff because she has a fiance and he's a jerk. It's Billy Zane. And then we cut over to like these two like ruffians, these like nomadic poor people losers, Jack and his Hispanic friend. And they're also in New York, and they're like, hooray, it's our lucky day. We won tickets to go on this new awesome ship, the Titanic. So they're on the boat. I don't really know what happens next. So there's this girl, the girl Rose. She's all like, I hate my life. I just got into a fight with my mom. I'm gonna kill myself. So she goes to jump off the bow of the boat.
I don't know.
Is it the back? I thought it was the front.
She went to the back of the boat.
I think it's the
Isn't
stern.
the stern like a right or left side?
No, that's port and starboard.
Starboard?
Port and starlord.
Who?
Starboard, man. She's all like, goodbye, cruel world. And Jack's like, hey, I'm gonna talk you out of this by being all cool and suave. Like,
Side note, she has a really gorgeous dress on that I've always wanted. But go on.
so he takes his shoes off because he needs to swim without shoes because he can't swim without shoes, even though, like, if you were to jump in to save her, they would just die. Which he tells her, he's like, if you jump in, I'm gonna have to jump in too, and then you're gonna kill us both. And she's like, well, I don't want to be a murderer, so I guess I'll just not jump. And like all the rich people come out and they're like, hey, you boy, what are you doing? And then he's all like, I'm not guilty. And then she's like, I was leaning over the edge too far because I wanted to see the propellers. She was at the back of the boat.
Yeah.
And then she's like, and then I almost fell off, and Jack here saved me. And like that one weirdo tall guy, he was all like, well, you had time enough to take off your shoes and pants. Because he thinks he was gonna like rape her, and then she's all like, no. And then he's like, invite me to dinner. And they're like, okay, come to dinner, and then we'll give you $5 or something.
No. So they're at dinner, and Jack says, this is like a beautiful night and whatnot. And he slips a piece of paper into Rose's hand and it says, meet me at the clock.
And she's like, okay, strange, mysterious peasant.
And so she meets him at the clock.
And then they have sex in a car.
That's far later on, and that's not important. What is important is the dancing at the fun, rowdy peasant party.
Oh, they go, that was before?
That was right after dinner.
The fourth deck where all the peasant, poor, drunkard, loser people are. And they're all like, we got nothing to live for, let's be drunk and dance. And then Jack spins her around like crazy, and she's all like, ah! And then she's all like, wow, Jack, you people are crazy, good night.
So party's over. Next day, what's happening?
Jack shows the girl a whole bunch of nudie pictures that he drew, and she's all like, whoa, you're like a pervert.
That's what she should have said. Instead, she's like, oh, you look rather good.
Yeah, she's a pervert too. So, and then he's all like, yeah, that was the one-legged whore. She's got like hairy armpits. She's all like, I want to talk about important things in life. And Jack's like, let me tell you my peasant wisdom. She spits and stuff, and she's having fun like she never had before. She's still telling the story, and she's all like getting into the really steamy parts, literally, because they're in a car having sex. And this is after he drew her naked, and she's all like, I have this robe on, and I'm gonna wear the heart of the sea. They go in the car, all the windows are steamy, and she puts her hand on the window, and then it makes like a hand streak.
You're getting really in detail.
And
What's your favorite scene, Eric?
my favorite scene is the end, actually. And then she's all like, all right, Billy Zane, I can't marry you anymore. Mother, I'm leaving you. Billy Zane, I'm leaving you. And they're all like, we hate you now. I hate you. I hate you. And like this guy, he's like talking to the captain, and the captain's like, go look at stuff, and the guy's like, iceberg, right ahead! And the captain's like, full stop, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And what happened to that scene where they were like on the boat, and she's like, I'm flying, Jack? Does that happen when they're hitting the iceberg?
Yeah, kind of, no, before that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's all like, I'm on top of the world.
She doesn't say I'm on top of the world.
Whatever.
First of all, it's Jack saying I'm king of the world.
I'm king of the world.
And then when she says it, she goes, I'm flying, Jack.
But she isn't, because she's just a dumb girl. So they hit the iceberg, and they're all like, oh, we're fine. We're on the Titanic, the boat that can out-swim God. Jack's all like, oh my god, the ship's starting to sink. And then like the bad guy from Tron's like, you're not going anywhere. And he's like, I'm gonna chain you to this pipe for some reason. Even though everybody's gonna die, I'm gonna make you die more than everybody else by being chained to this pipe. And then Rose is all like, don't worry, Jack, I'll save you. And then she comes back, and then she's got an axe, and she cuts the handcuffs off the pipe. And then like it comes up to like this gate in the hallway, and like this guy with the white, he works for the boat, and he's all like, you can't come through this gate door we got here, it's locked. And then Jack's like, open the gate. And he's like, no, you can't come through. And then Jack's like, open the gate! Because the first time didn't work. But then he doesn't open it, so they go find a different way.
You missed the part where Jack was framed. That's why he got chained up to the wall.
Jack was framed for stealing shit. I remember that.
Why does he steal it? Because he's a lowly little peasant.
Because he's a
piece
peasant,
of crap.
piece of crap. Yeah. So, anyways, Billy Zane's like, whatever, I'm leaving. Some like peasants are getting onto a boat, some women peasants, and he's all like, you know what? I'm gonna throw them into the water and steal their seat. And then the boat starts sinking. It's all like, argh! And then when it does that, the big things come down and they kill the Italian kid. And then Jack's like, I don't care, I haven't seen him in days because I found this new hot chick. Boat goes down, then they're in the freezing cold water, there's babies dying. They find this door, and then like Jack's like, you stay on the door and I'll just float in this water. Rose falls asleep. He totally dies because of course that's gonna happen. I mean, it's totally ridiculous. She looks at him and she goes, I'll never let go. And then she lets him go and he sinks.
You were just missing like the most heartfelt scenes in this movie. She wakes up and she goes, you're Jack. You're dead. Close your eyes. Jack, there's a boat. Jack, wake up. Jack. I'll never let go. No, it's actually
Yeah.
You bitch. Thanks.
She's all like, I can't scream for the boats that's coming to rescue people. And then she's like, oh, look, a whistle. And she goes, and then the boat comes over. She gets saved, and like she's on the boat, and then all the rich people are like looking for her, and she's all like, don't find me, don't find me. They never find her, but she keeps the heart of the sea, the big blue diamond, and then
Jack's
flash
last name.
Dawson. Then they go to the future.
And then Doc comes in and he goes, Rose! Gotta do something about your kids!
She never really like found another love again, but she did have the big blue diamond.
I think she did.
But never one as good as Jack.
Because she had kids.
Yeah, but she always remembers Jack. So she never really loved her husband. So she was on this boat when they're off with Bill Paxton looking for the heart of the ocean, and then instead of giving it to him, she goes, oops, on purpose, and drops it into the ocean where Jack was, like symbolization of giving Jack her heart, the heart of the ocean. The symbolism is not as important as like $9 billion, especially when this guy has been searching his entire life for this, and like he gives her money, takes her on this voyage, he's like giving her an ear. She's like 98 years old, nobody talks to her anymore, and he's all like, talk to me forever so you can help me. And she's like, well, I'm gonna talk to you, but I'm not gonna help you. I'm just gonna use you for someone to talk to because nobody talks to me anymore because I'm really old and nobody talks to old people. Instead of giving it to you and fulfilling your wishes and dreams and giving you all the money so you can go off and do a whole bunch of like really good things for science, I'm just gonna throw it in the ocean. End of movie.
But you're forgetting one thing.
What?
Love.
Yeah, no, I got that part. I told you about that part. I told
No, you know what?
everyone
You know what
on
you
the
told me?
interweb about the love.
No. You told me that these were two crazy teenagers that got caught up in lust and sex and were very perverted. You missed all the crucial, detailed, romantic scenes between them. You just made them perverted teenagers that were just
That's what they
sex
were.
on a
That's
boat.
what they were. Rose was not a good person. She didn't even know what the hell she was talking about.
Rose was kinda dumb.
She was not a good person. She didn't do anything like good for anybody in the entire movie except for like please the perversions of another crazy loser person. Like they're just terrible people. They both should have died. All right. Well, thanks for watching this episode of Let's Explain. I think my critique is actually a more accurate critique than what the movie would have you believe. You can watch it if you want. It's a pretty good movie.
You need to watch it. It's a must-see.
It's like the second highest grossing film opening weekend of all time, something like that.
But the first one was Avatar.
Avatar, which we're going to do sometime in the future.
Hopefully.
Stay tuned and subscribe.
It's your wink.
I don't wink.
Party time, it's party time. Everybody's feeling fine 'cause it's party time. Party time.